Austin, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. Catches it inside his 20, chance to really gain some ground. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Red Raiders offense takes the field. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
And the Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up. He wants to throw. Dances away from the heat. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Quick strike complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Caught behind the line. It's Kelly. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Coming after him. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
They're strong and they're scrawl. Defensive tackles, they're scrawl. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
The Longhorns offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this. Quickly to the tight end.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after that completion.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. We'll get this quarter going with a second down play. They'll go right back to it. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. The Red Raiders moving quickly to the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Bold. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Now 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
They've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game over.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Gets open down the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
They want to just keep throwing it. Little too much juice on that one from the junior. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
PAT unit on the field. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Caught over the middle. It's Kelly. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. To the air on 1st down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Scanning the field, it's Morton. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise we saw just that in the 1st half today. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this 2nd half without someone attached to his hip.
The Red Raiders will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Keeping it on the ground to open the 2nd half. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
I I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To throw, it's Ewers. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Unable to get it out of their own territory, the ball will be spotted at the 45-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a 1st down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if the dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
The Red Raiders will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this
got a lot of running room. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Got it. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. To the air, it's Ewers. Gets it away off his back foot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free. We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. Offense gets set for 2nd down.
42 Spider. 4-2
Wide
Spider.
receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the 1st down.
Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
That is no good. The lead is still 6 after the miss.
Oh, just didn't have enough leg. It looked like he had the accuracy. It looked like it was going right between the uprights, just not enough power on the kick.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, in every possession. See, and they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. To the air, it's Morton. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
And the Red Raiders will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Back at it to open the quarter with this first down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He'll start this drive firing. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. This quarterback needs to stay true to his mechanics. He just sort of heaved it up off the back foot.
And these mechanics are crazy. You see all these quarterbacks on the field with towels before games and doing that little salsa thing that you see quarterbacks with their hips, you know, popping through. But it makes sense because you have to have that good, strong base underneath you. Otherwise, you start to sail that football and miss your target.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punting, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The defense pounced on that. Now they're headed the other way. Touchdown, Longhorns! The defense takes matters into their own hands. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their ribcage. Can't afford another turnover. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's got it down the middle. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on 1st down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. See?
And the quarterback is snowed under. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
On the run, it's Morton. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give and tick, 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 tick. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Looking to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Touchdown, Texas! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. And the returner will be brought down. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not...
And that pass intercepted. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here, and now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Dropping back, it's Morton. They're trying to get to him. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Longhorns! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And man, the offense has the lead, has the football. All you got to do is run the clock out, maybe be conservative, run the football. They chose to throw, and the defense makes them pay.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to...
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. On the move, it's Morton. Getting some heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. There is a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.